All right, good evening, South Texas. Hope your day is going well, or hope your day went well. It was a beautiful Tuesday across the region. We did have a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity. That was mainly for areas closer on to the Southern Edwards Plateau and portions of the Hill Country. Now, I'm sure to pull up Facebook on my phone right now because I want to be able to answer some of y'all's questions that you may have. Of course, we're live on Facebook, YouTube. We're live on Ken's 5 app and kens5.com right now, all to answer some of y'all's questions about what you may have for the weather. Of course, we do have a few tropical systems out there to talk about. We also have some rain chances for our region, so let's go ahead and talk all about that. So a few people saying good evening to Bill. Yeah, Bill's off right now, spending some time with his family, of course. Always good to be able to do that. So he's off for now. Trying to relax a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the forecast. Mold's coming in at heavy amounts for today. It may have been bothering your allergies. It's all because of the rain that we've had the last few days. Now, not everybody's seen rain. San Antonio had a good amount of rain here just about 2 days ago. Yesterday, not so much, and today, really not so much either, but we had a good amount of rain close by, so that would likely keep those molds higher. Right now, a good amount of cloud cover out towards Calaveras Lake, some low-level clouds passing through right there, and then looking out from northwest San Antonio, looking towards downtown, beautiful as always. Let's talk a little bit about that rainfall. There you're seeing some of that shower and thunderstorm activity continuing for western Valverde County, trying to move into the county there. Down towards Maverick County, seeing a little bit of shower activity. We had a lot of thunderstorms move through Del Rio earlier, led to a flash flood warning, but that expired at 8 p.m. So no more issues with that. We also had a little bit of shower activity there just from Wilson County, passing north into portions of Guadalupe County and barely clipping far east Bexar County, but that's about it. A few people saying hello I see right now. Hello to you. I hope you're doing well today. And let's take a wider look at the state of Texas. Notice that all the way up that I-35 corridor. We had a few showers and storms, including up towards the Red River region. Notice that we had a little bit of shower and thunderstorms all the way even up towards Texarkana. So a bit of an unsettled weather pattern right now, not just for us, but for areas nearby as well, like Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana. A lot of unsettled weather right now. Let's see here. Any rain for Runge, Texas and Karnes County. Normal, we are going to have some chances the next couple of days. You're going to see that in future clouds and radar. I think a lot of our rain chances are going to be for areas of the coastal plains right there in Karnes County. So, first of all, before we get to future clouds and radar, let's take a quick look at what we have as far as temperatures are concerned. Look at how much cooler it is in the Hill Country. 72 in Rock Springs. They had that rain, of course. Much warmer, though, for Pearsall, Cotulla at 91. That's where we didn't see the rain make it through. Future clouds and radar shows that we will continue to have maybe an isolated shower or two for tonight, but for tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., notice that we're going to have a few showers there in the coastal plains, and I think that's where our rain chances are going to be for tomorrow. Notice down over towards Hallettsville. I know we have a viewer from Hallettsville on. I saw that earlier on, Michelle from Hallettsville saying hello. and we continue to have those storms move off to the north and east, kind of closer on towards Houston on Wednesday. Temperatures will be hot. We're talking 90s for highs, but still not expecting that triple-digit heat, at least for San Antonio. We have not hit the triple digits yet this year. Let's hope that we can avoid that, right? By Thursday, 7 a.m., seeing a few isolated showers out there, temperatures in the 70s, and then we move into the afternoon, another hot day rising into the 90s, and then back into the 80s by the time we get to 9 p.m. Just slight chances for rain the next few days, not expecting really high chances. Look at the rainfall forecast for the next 7 days. About a half of an inch or less for everybody. I think a lot of us, even more than just that Atascosa County area stretching down the I-35 corridor, I think a lot of us could make it through the next 7 days without a drop of rain and maybe just a trace if you're lucky. So it looks like we won't add too much to the month of August. It looks like maybe just a little bit more into the rain gauge, at least for the next 7 days, that is. But we are behind for August, still well ahead for the year, though. If we got all the way to the middle of September and didn't get a drop more of rainfall, we would still be ahead for the year. So we're doing great so far for this year. We've already had more rain than what we had in 2019 and how much rain we had in 2020 as well. Grace wants to know, storms moving in from the west overnight in San Antonio. She wants to know, is that going to happen? And Grace, I don't think so. I think we're going to be fine. Susie watching from Victoria, Texas. Welcome. Glad you're here. And Norma Linda Enrique Ramos says, thank you for answering her question. So no problem. I see, where's this at? This is San Antonio or South Texas as a whole. I see Kenneth saying hello. Kenneth, no problem. That mix-up happens all the time. Sometimes people get on and they say, hey, Jeremy, and don't worry. That happens all the time. So let's continue through the timeline here. Let's look at the amount of rain that we've had. Only abnormally dry conditions there in portions of Maverick County and Valverde County, right there along the Rio Grande. We've now gotten to a big point here for the state. We still have a little bit of moderate drought, but it's just in Big Bend National Park, it looks like, and that's it. We also have it closer on into the northeast portions of Texas up towards the Rio Grande, a little sliver there. But man, we have really pushed back the drought as a whole for the state. You love to see that. We were in such bad conditions there just a few months ago. We needed this rainfall. So here's how much rain the aquifer is holding, I guess you could say, or water the aquifer is holding. 664 feet. It has fallen about a half foot in the last 24 hours, but the rain that fell in the hill country today is going to help it bump back up, so no big issues there with the aquifer. What do we have over the next week? Well, watch this. This is big. This is a big player in our weather pattern and what's going to keep us safe from tropical systems. This area of high pressure that you're looking at over the southeast kind of slips over to the west, strengthens a little bit, and that's going to allow us to miss out on tropical systems like Tropical Storm Grace, which is just moving over Jamaica at this moment. It's going to move over the Yucatan Peninsula, and that area of high pressure is going to force this system to stay south, move across the Yucatan, weaken after it goes across the Yucatan due to the land there, and then strengthen as it moves into the southern Gulf of Mexico before moving into Mexico itself. So it looks like this system will not impact us here in Texas, and that is all big thanks to that area of high pressure forcing everything down. Now we do have some other stuff to talk about out there. Tropical Depression Fred made landfall I think it was yesterday, made landfall closer on towards Panama City, Florida, kind of closer on to St. George Island. I used to go there a lot when I was a little kid. We lived in Tallahassee for a period of my childhood, and we used to go down to St. George Island right there in Apalachicola, Florida, or near Apalachicola, rather. But the system made its way up into the Carolinas, spawned a lot of tornadoes. They had a lot of tornadoes with Fred in South Carolina earlier on today. Still a lot of flooding up there, some record-setting floods. A few of the rivers have crested at record-setting levels. So a lot of rain there for the southeast. Definitely thinking about them, and they definitely don't need the rainfall. They've had a lot of rain this year already. Finally, the last system that we have out there is Tropical Storm Henri. It is not Henry, it's Henri. But this system is expected to kind of move around Bermuda and stay off the east coast. Remember, we are moving towards the peak of hurricane season. That's right there around September 10th. So we're getting closer. We're definitely on the uptick there. Obviously, 3 systems after having such a quiet July. The beginning, of course, was at June 1st. The end of the season is November 30th. Going to be a little active here, so as we hit throughout these next couple of months. Grace says, leaving work at about 2 a.m. I didn't want to get caught in the rain. Yeah, I hope you can have a safe drive home there, Grace. Let's see here. Becca's saying, that wasn't me. My daughter grabbed my cell from a comment earlier. No problem. Grace is going to be nice and miss everyone. That's right, Grace. Exactly. The tropical system. So let's look at the 7-day forecast. You notice that we're going to be staying in the 90s each day throughout the next week. One day will bring us above average temperatures. Friday, possibly hitting 97 degrees. That would tie with the hottest weather we've had this year so far. So far, the hottest day we've had was August 1st, 97 degrees. And it's amazing that that's it. Knock on wood that we don't get any more hotter days. But no triple-digit heat just yet. Let's hope we stay that way. There is the possibility for some above-average temperatures later on this month, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But you see Sunday through Tuesday, drier, still warm, though, with temperatures in the mid-90s for highs. You see 96 is the average this time of year. So we've been fairly comfortable compared to what it could have been. So the rainfall outlook from day 8 through day 14 showing below average for rainfall, closer onto the Rio Grande, and a majority of the region, a majority of Texas, will have around average rainfall, which is important to note, not that much this time of year. August is one of our drier months, so possibly not so much over the next 2 weeks, because not so much over this next 7 days either. And then the outlook for temperatures, day 8 through day 14, pushing us through the end of August, showing that we could have above average temperatures. So maybe upper 90s for highs, maybe flirting with triple digits. We'll keep a close eye on that. Here's your Texas Gulf Coast forecast. For this weekend, looking like it could be a little stormy for spots on Saturday, mainly down to South Padre, but beautiful weather pretty much all the way down the coastline on Sunday. Shouldn't be too bad out there. Why do I see drizzle like rain on my windshield? It's sticky when I use my wipers to try to clean it off. Is that the humidity? Javier, the answer is that's likely maybe a little bit of tree sap that may have gotten on your window, and you may not see that. And then we could be dealing with a little bit of drizzle at times tonight. A little bit of that water on the windshield. You run the windshield wipers. Think about it like this. You're trying to clean up something on the floor that could be a little sticky, and you put some water on it, and then it just kind of smears it a little bit. That could be it. You may have a little bit of tree sap on there that you can't see. Then a little bit of drizzle, kind of splashes some water on it, try to run it, smears it on your window. That could be the answer there. Did the rain diminish at sunset? And Grace, the answer is yes. And Brandy says hello. Hello to you. I hope you're doing well this evening. And then Becca says, I want chocolate cake. I think the kid may have gotten the phone again there. But hope the kid can get chocolate cake as well. I think I want chocolate cake too, right? Let's take a look at what we have as far as the Lone Star 3-day forecast. Not too bad. You know, we have got through today, so nothing for Tuesday in that time slot, but Wednesday and Thursday showing that we are going to be having temperatures in the 80s to 90s for highs, and then you see there some scattered showers and storms could be possible for some spots across the state, just like we have the chance for an isolated shower or storm tomorrow ourselves here in South Texas. Here's a look at what we have for the Texas State Park forecast tomorrow. Obviously, we have rain chances. We talked about that earlier. Make sure you have a way to check radar whenever you're out there enjoying some of our beautiful state parks. We had a Everything 210 segment about Blanco State Park, or Blanco rather. I said Blanco State Park, which is located there in Blanco County in the town of Blanco. So that's one of the beautiful state parks in Blanco County. Another one is Pedernales Falls State Park, and that's closer to Johnson City. Be sure to check out both of those. But the forecast, again, showing a little bit of rain. Be sure to check out that segment. Lexi Hazlett did that segment for the Everything 210. You can find that on Kents5.com. So, guys, I'm going to bump it back up on to the 7-day forecast. I hope you can all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I see Grace asking, can you show the radar again? Let me go ahead and run it back up there for that. Let's actually take a look at radar just since there is a little bit of shower activity on there, but nothing too messy. All this will continue to kind of wither out as we head throughout tonight. What did one hurricane say to the other? I have my eye on you, Hayden, bringing the jokes tonight. Javier says, thank you, no problem. John says, where are you from? I am from Rankin County, Mississippi. It's kind of towards the center part of the state. John says, it sounds like you're from Boston. John, I'm not. I'm from Mississippi. But I hope you all have a wonderful night. We're, of course, going to have a new update to the forecast coming up at 10 o'clock. I'll gather up a little bit more on what some of the weather models are trying to show. We'll have some new updated models to show, and keep a close eye on this rainfall as well as what these systems are doing down in the tropics. So be sure to stay tuned at 10 o'clock for that. Remember, we got everything updated on Kents5.com anytime in between. And don't forget to download that Kents 5 app. It can keep you updated on the radar whenever you are on the go. So have a wonderful evening, and we'll continue to keep you all updated on everything right here at Kents 5.